It started with an amazing love affair, and that affair has continued. Just have a look at it. It's just everywhere. It's in the air, it's on the shelves, it's in the colours we make, it's in how we print. How could you not be in love?
Florence Broadhurst is one of the many archives that we have in our studio. It's the dazzle, if you like.
Florence left Australia at a very early age. She lived quite a decadent life in Shanghai at the time when Shanghai was the place to be. From there, suddenly she pops up in England, in business in New Bond Street, and then upstaked again and arrived back in Australia creating a design library, and it has been quoted internationally as the most important design library of the 60s and 70s. Florence came back to Australia to do was to colour the world. Signature Prints is a company that is now about 30 years old, where the focus is very much on the Florence Broadhurst Library. Signature Prints is probably a prime example of an evolution of a traditional company, being a company where everyone does a little bit of everything. A lot of the intellectual property is created by people who are really enjoying what they're doing. We're able to attract some really, really passionate and clever people. To be in the fashion business, you've got to continually evolve. There had never been any librarising done. It was just a whole bunch of screens and a whole bunch of film. There was very little reference to colour.
We couldn't believe that such a huge library of decorative arts had almost vanished.
Is the jewel in the crown in Signature Prints. Within these cupboards is the whole history of this part of the world. I think 16,000 designs accumulated over a whole lot of years. It's a part of Signature Prints that I just absolutely love.
Helen O'Neill's book on Florence Broadhurst was an absolute turning point in our lives.
The first step was to involve Australian fashion. Akira, he was probably the most flamboyant user of all. Through 2012, Kate Spade took 12 designs and put it over a huge number of categories.
Signature Prints Studio is now considered around the world by many people to be legendary. We're art, wall coverings and fabric. That's what we do, pure and simple. 27 countries in the world we now export to. I mean, who would have figured?
It's gone into palaces, houses, high-profile bars and hotels. Signature Prints works in collaboration with a textile company called Materialised and have developed the most beautiful upholsteries and drapery. Local companies like Cadry's creating absolutely beautiful rugs, Rapee, an absolutely classic range of cushions and throws. There's a company like Legends who are marketing absolutely beautiful bedding and bed linen. There's not one day in this place where we don't play with something. And that's whether we're developing a new range, whether it's fabric, whether it's wallpaper, whether it's limited edition art, whether it's just trying to do a crazy project for somebody.
Saturdays in here are like a social who's who sometimes. People coming in with their colour chips. It's a really vibey social environment. People wanting to be part of the process.
Every single day, creativity is happening around Signature Prints.
Any other print studio in the world, you're looking at minimums of thousands of metres. For us, it's 30 metres. And we go, yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we love it.
A lot of how we do it is empowering the next generation of people.
It's us all together. We work really closely with our production team. Every one of our team over there is a craftsman in their own right.
I've always loved what people did by hand.
Huang, our hand-drawn artist, would replicate and draw everything by hand and restore it.
Well, I can look at that piece of wallpaper there and I can tell you that it has a personality because it's been done by hand. And it's a whole bunch of very, very straight lines which aren't straight.
We've been working non-stop at this for 15 years, and out of 530 lost designs, if you like, we've only brought 94 back to life.
It's more of a studio than it is a factory. And because it is a studio, it's entitled to experiment. And when you experiment, you're playing. If you stay within the parameters of what you did yesterday or did the day before, that's what you get. But if you have this absolute tunnel vision to keep driving it through, somehow it just keeps on rolling on. And isn't that what life is anyway?